What up, words? Your boy Chuck Wickell, aka Charles Brown, back again with another Talking Facts. But first, I want to ask y'all, you good? Good. All right, man. Your girl Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion is pissed. 1501 Entertainment done set your girl up for failure. What your boy Q-Tip say? Industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady. Tip told you that in the 90s. Y'all still signing contracts that y'all ain't reading. This is what I got to say about this thing. Meg the Stallion is upset, right? Rightfully so. She didn't read the contract. This is what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. When you're young and you're black and they put some money in your face, whether the person putting the money in your face is black or white, you're going to say, I'll deal with that later. I just want to get this money. When you first sign them contracts, you're popping, but you're not popping. And you're thinking, this person going to make me pop. So let's go ahead and make this work, and I'll deal with the backlash or whatever's bad in this contract later. I'm just going to sign. I'm going to trust this guy right here. Reggie or whatever his name is. Reggie looked very innocent, and Reggie looks very responsible, and Reggie looks very honest, and Reggie won't never burn me. Whatever's in there, Reggie, I'm going to believe that Reggie's going to do me right. You know what I'm saying? So you sign the thing with Reggie, sight unseen. There's a lot of people don't sign contracts at all, don't have no paperwork. They're just like, yo, we rolling, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Which is absolutely insane in 2020. It's absolutely insane. But some people just, that you my manager, let's go. 30%, you get it, let's go. Whatever I make, let's get it. Just take me up to the top. And then people do it, then they're in court fighting. You know what I'm saying? But when you're young and black or some, even white, you sign these deals because you just want to be an artist and work. You're going to trust this guy, Reggie. Not knowing that Reggie don't even really read the contract himself. I'm going to be honest with you. Reggie could have downloaded that contract right off the internet. Standard contract. They got contracts on the internet. A PDF, the musician contract. It is some old from the 80s that got you getting 7 cents off the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So Reggie ain't even necessarily a bag, but I'm sure this is not the case in that situation. That's too much money for Reggie not to know what's going on in that contract. But I've had producers download a contract off the internet and don't even put their name, don't change a word of it. Say, this is my contract for my beats. Sign this. I'm like, I'm not signing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you download a contract off the internet, it's almost guaranteed to be antiquated information in that contract. It's almost guaranteed that everything in that contract is probably a slave deal that came out in the 80s or 90s or the 70s. So Reggie done downloaded some PDF off of bubblefuck.com or whatever. He done got it off the Google, and now he done made Meg sign it, and then Meg didn't read it. But Reggie at some point read it, and Reggie like, oh, I get XYZ every time she make a rap. Let's get it. Meg, like every other artist right now, that they hearing about what to do with their career off the internet. They're hearing about what to do with their career from the comment section. From dudes that don't know nothing of what they're talking about. Facts. If you post something up right now on Twitter about the music industry, you're going to get 50 pseudo artists and label execs and fake lawyers to jump in that comment and tell you what they think is right and wrong about the music industry. Now, if you go and listen to that nonsense, you a fool. Because these are people who making it up how they feel it should be for them in their own mind. So you go in and you get these contracts, or you get these representatives who don't really even know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving you this garbage contract and you signing it because you're trying to get on. Now, 99% of these people don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They sign a contract. The contract is worth zero. Their career worth zero. This thing ends in a year and nothing happens. And who cares at that point? But what if it pop? Like Meg the Stallion blows up in a year. Pops crazy in a year. And it's millions now that we talking about. That didn't matter. You know, watching this sign contract because it didn't matter. she was like making a couple grand here and there. It was not no thing where Meg was getting all these dollars from her music. It was a thing where Meg was trying to make it work and make it pop, and she had to figure out what was best for her, trying to make it pop alone or grabbing somebody who kind of knew what they was doing and letting them guide her. So she decided to grab somebody, let them guide her career. They guided it a great way because look what she's at. Now, not taking nothing from her, she only got there what she got because of herself. They're gonna make a call, they're gonna make a deal, they're gonna do this, that, and the third. They're gonna do what they gotta do. But when they put you out there, you gotta do your job. They can call whoever. They can call Beyonce right on the hotline and be like, B, I got something to see. But when you trash, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So Beyonce or whoever can't save you if you're trash. So she happened to be talented and people gravitated to her. She dropped a Hot Girl Summer and got Nicki Minaj involved. Now we're talking millions of dollars. Now it's a lot of pot. Now they talking about you can't make no music. You know why they saying you can't make no music? Because she went, what a lot of people do is get better management. She went and got Rock Nation as her managers. They went and grabbed the contract and said, look, they probably didn't even get the contract from 1501. They probably got her copy of the contract. You know what I'm saying? She's like, this is my contract. They're like, you got a copy of the contract? Yeah, here it is. Now, I'm going to be honest with you right now. This is the realest stuff I ever wrote. How do you not read that contract if you're the artist? Even the most basic of stuff, I try to skim through it at least. And when I see something, when it's important, I see something, I try to, you know what I'm saying? Look at search when there's this much on the line. I'm not talking about no cable membership or, you know what I'm saying? You saying you getting an app off for your iPhone and you're reading all the lines and all the code and all. No, I'm talking about this is big money on the line. At least the percentages you should be reading. A lot of that other stuff you can skip. Like, all right, I got to be on time for shows. All the little stuff in there, that's whatever. The percentages that you get and that they get, that should be the only paragraph you really reading back and forth. And where's your representation? Who signed this with you? Who is not the artist shouldn't be the only one looking out for themselves. That means some lawyer somewhere saw this. Some other manager saw this. Her mom, somebody saw this. So she didn't just sign this herself. More than one person eyeballed this thing and said, "This, let's go with it." So my whole thing is they're saying she can't make no music because they got the right to. I'm guaranteeing you in that contract it says that you don't make no music unless we tell you to. Which another thing she should have read. My question is, who are we blaming? The artist or the label for a bad contract? Right? Label's going to get what they can get. Puffy been doing it for years. Who been doing this for years? Is the people that's going to keep doing it. They're not going to change unless something makes them change. Like you firing them and going to another label. Now, this is a problem for her because it's very high profile. Just like Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi had to damn near destroy this label in the public eye for them to like start letting him out of the contract. Lil Uzi was with DJ Drama and I think Don Cannon. I think Cannon and Drama had Lil Uzi. And Lil Uzi just a spoiled brat too though. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Uzi got mad and started saying they ain't let me put no music out because of this, that, for whatever reason, the label feels one thing. You got to understand, labels are antiquated in a lot of ways. You got 40, 50-year-old guys who was doing music in the 90s trying to say how to put music out right now in 2020. And it ain't going to work. I mean, yeah, they're going to build you up to get you where you need to be, but to stay there, for you to stay fresh and relevant, they're going to need a little bit of leeway. They can't be like, don't put nothing out. Just wait. We need to let this. We need to let XOXO Life, whatever, 3 Life. We need to let that breathe for a little bit. Yes, you need to let that breathe. But that song had blown up really big, and they would still tell him not to put no music out. But I don't know. Whatever. End of the day, he stomped his feet, made a lot of noise on Twitter, and DJ Drama and this guy Ken had to let him go. Right? Had to let him go. I'm sure they still get a cut of him some kind of way, but they had to let him sign with someone else. Here it is. I don't think Uzi still dropped nothing. I think it's been a year since that happened. I don't know enough about Uzi's full career, but I think the album that he's supposed to drop just now coming out now. And I think he's been off that contract for a year. So who fault really was it? I don't know. But Meg Thee Stallion didn't read the contract, or to a degree didn't understand it. Signed it anyway, and now she wants to renegotiate after Roc Nation takes one look at it and is like, did you know you getting burnt? She's like, oh, let's go renegotiate now. This is the word renegotiate. The word renegotiate don't sound good in business to people, business people. That sounds horrible. That's the last word they want to hear. Because whatever they negotiated was in their favor in the first place. So when you start talking renegotiate, just like football players, basketball players, actors, anyone trying to renegotiate, quote unquote, you already talking about let's fight. It ain't never pretty. Let's fight. Look at Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? Look at Julian Elliott. Elliott, right? Ezekiel. Look at these contract renegotiations. They're ugly. They're messy. You got to sit out. You got to not do no work for a while. You got to threaten. You got to be patient. It's like a lot of stuff till one side breaks. That's a renegotiation. Now that's what she's talking about doing. She made a video saying, I'm just asking y'all to renegotiate. That's all I'm doing. No, boo, that's not how this works. When you say renegotiate, you're talking about let's fight. So these dudes was ready to fight. And that's where the problem comes in. Now they got you over a barrel because they got the contract that you signed. Now Roc Nation got to send 3-4 people in there every freaking day trying to renegotiate some stuff that shouldn't even happen in the first place. But again, shady people gonna do shady stuff. And I don't like shady people. I don't like shady stuff. You can all eat in this business. It doesn't have to, I know it's been shady forever, but it doesn't have to stay shady. You don't have to be greedy. You're gonna make more money with her than you are fighting her. If she likes y'all, she stays with y'all, it gets y'all more money. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You're not the talent. I don't understand why these labels do that. So it's a two-sided story to everything. Meg should have read it, but you should have read it as well and make sure that it was fair from the beginning so that we're not here right now. And I know artists, they stomp their feet, I want it this way, and they'll go blow their money, then come back saying, I want more. I know how it is with the artists. But at the end of the day, this don't sound like that kind of situation. This sounds like somebody who was fine with their money until someone showed them they're taking you for a ride. And then she wanted to renegotiate. The label, in my opinion, they all look messed up. They all look petty. No one ever comes out on top with this stuff. Except for the artists. Like a year later when no one cares about that label anymore. And the artist is bigger than they was when they was on the label. That's when it happened. Like Young Thug and all this other stuff. When they dip off that situation, go to something bigger, no one cares about that situation no more. Or they look at them like shady, like some Birdman stuff. But end of the day, Meg Thee Stallion is upset. Or I'm going to say she's upset. But I believe she is upset about how she was treated with this contract. And she's a little hurt that they was trying to burn her. They weren't trying, they were burning her, in her opinion. And in the opinion of Roc Nation, who does this every day for a living. So, what's your thoughts, man? Do you feel Meg Thee Stallion blew it by jumping into a bad contract? Or these people doing these bad deals got to go? Get in the comments, man. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, man. Hit your boy up on all forms of social media. We out here. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.